high school teams coming from the UAAP, NCAA, and provinces battle for supremacy here at the first Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. Nothing but talent and potential to be seen from these women as we witness the future of the volleyball scene here in the country. A very warm welcome to everyone watching our matches on the opening day of our tournament. We are coming to you live from the San Andres Sports Complex in Manila. For our matches today, earlier this morning we saw UST versus Naga. Naga taking that game in 3 sets. Next game we had Kings Montessori versus Lyceum. Kings winning that in 2 sets. The game before this, we had FEU Diliman versus St. Clair College of Caloocan and FEU winning in straight sets. For today's matchup, we have Adamson University versus Bacolod Tay Tung High School. Good afternoon, volleyball fans. I am Kayla Reyes alongside former UP Fighting Maroon Sheila Salaysay to take you along today's matches. Sheila, what are your thoughts on today's matchup?
Well, first, welcome, Kayla. It's good to have you as the anchor on the opening day of girls volleyball tournament. Of course, for our 4th game today, one team, UAAP from Manila, and another one sa South naman to galing grassroots program, magandang volleyball program nila. So we'll see, this is going to be a tough match.
Yes, Adamson finishing 2nd in the recent UAAP Juniors tournament and Bacolod Tay Tung being one of the best in Western Visayas. For our tournament format, let's now move on to the Shakey's pre-game huddle.
Of course, we have 16 teams divided into 4 pools. Preliminary round matches, best of 3 yan. Top 2 teams per pool advances to the next round. 8 teams will battle in crossover quarterfinals. Quarterfinals until semifinals and finals will be played in 5 sets.
Now moving on to our different pools. We have pools A, B, C, and D. Our match now will be played under Pool B, but the previous match was FEU versus St. Clair College of Caloocan. That was under Pool C, so we can see now on our screens Pool A, led by National University, Gracel Christian College. Pool B, which will be the game right now. Pool C, our game previously. And Pool D, that was our first match of the morning, USC versus Naga College Foundation. So for our matchup today, let's take a look at Adamson University's lineup. We have Shaina Marie Netura, the first best outside spiker for the last UAAP season. They were coming off an impressive campaign in the UAAP Season 85 Girls Volleyball Tournament as they are the silver medalists and even snatched a win against the defending champions Nazareth School of National University Lady Bullpups. The girls from San Marcelino may be rookie-laden in this tournament, but they still have their 5 veterans in the likes of Sagaysay, Sadia, Aposaga, Badion, and of course, Shaina Marie Netura. And of course, also led by their head coach, Coach John Philip Yude. Moving on to their opponents, Bacolod Tay Tung High School, as I mentioned earlier, they not only won championships in regional competitions such as the Palarong Panlalawigan and the San Carlos City Invitational Age Group Festival, but also has players that have represented the country in international competitions, such as setter Catherine Shane Cortez and middle blockers Donna May De Leon and Rose Villan Almendralejo. Their head coach is Mr. Ian M. Macariola. So a lot of talent we're seeing from both sides, Bacolod Tay Tung and Adamson University.
That's correct. You know, we mentioned earlier na itong Bacolod Tay Tung, meron ding mga sinalihang torneo sa South, sa hometown nila. And they have been pretty well when it comes to joining these tournaments, won championships, and there's a continuity actually from a younger team going into the next level ng high school nila. And that's one of the factors at advantage nila coming into this tournament, joining Shakey's. They've been touring the Philippines and of course, hindi pinapalagpas yung ibang mga competition nila.
But before that, let's get this game started. I'll now turn you over to our floor announcer.
We continue with intense volleyball action right here at the Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League's inaugural season. This is match number 4 between the Adamson University Baby Falcons and the Bacolod Tay Tung High School Thunderbolts. Let's meet both teams, starting with the Bacolod Tay Tung High School Thunderbolts. Led by their team captain number 7, Jothea Ramos. And first libero number 3, Elijah Marie Isulan. Here come their teammates. Number 1, Catherine Cortez. Number 2, Jihan Chuatico. Number 6, Rose Aleman Handrino. Number 8, Alexia Montoro. Number 9, Camila Bartolome. Number 10, Ana Hermosura. Number 12, Donna De Leon. Number 15, Patricia Hiponio. Number 16, Jonil N. Ramos. And their second libero is number 14, Mary Bonita. And now here come the Adamson University Baby Falcons, led by their team captain, number 3, Shaina Nitura. Their first libero, number 11, Mariana Pineda. Number 2, Sofia Badyon. Number 5, Jana Dizon. Number 6, Leonelyn Padilla. Number 8, Abigail Segul. Number 12, Emil Giovanni. Number 13, Cian Ordoño. Number 14, Felicity Sagaysay. Number 15, Carla Sadia. Number 16, Maria Cassandra Estrada. Number 17, Fiona Inocentes. Number 19, Althea Pusaga. Their second libero, number 1, Geneva Malco. Our officials for this ball game. First referee, Michael John Tero, national referee. Second referee, Jason Magat, national referee.
As we see on our screens, a photo opportunity first for the girls. First, we have the Bacolod Tay Tung High School players, as this is our first match of the day. And as proof of their dedication to this tournament, Bacolod Tay Tung is actually residing in Manila for the duration of the Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. That's a lot of commitment to stay here for about over the course of 6 weeks just to play in this tournament.
Napakaswerte ng team na to because of they have Sir Boy Montal, who's very, very supportive when it comes to the team and making sure that they are being well taken care of. Hindi niya papabayaan na mahirapan yung players niya.
Yes, and for our next team, we have the Adamson Baby Falcons, now up for their photo opportunity with their head coach, Coach Yude, together with their assistant coaches and staff.
Kanina pa lang sa warm-up nila, you can see yung powerful hits nitong mga batang to. So, it's going to be, I think, a long game. Yeah, for the first match ng dalawang teams natin for this tournament.
Let's get this game started. I'll now turn you over to our floor announcer.
For both teams, starting with the Adamson University Baby Falcons. Led by team captain number 3, Shaina Natura. Number 5, Jana Dizon. Number 8, Abigail Segul. Number 13, Cian Ordonio. Number 14, Felicity Sagaysay. And number 16, Maria Cassandra Estrada. Their starting libero is number 11, Mariana Pineda. Head coach for the Baby Falcons, John Philip Ude. And now the starting lineup for Bacolod Tay Tung High School Thunderbolts. Their team captain number 7, Jothea Ramos. Number 1, Catherine Cortez. Number 2, Jihan Chuatico. Number 8, Alexia Montoro. Number 10, Ana Hermosura. Number 12, Donna De Leon. And their starting libero is number 3, Elijah Marie Sulan. Head coach for the Thunderbolts is Ian Macariola.
There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our starting lineup for the Adamson Baby Falcons: number 3, Shaina Natura; number 5, Jana Dizon; number 8, Abigail Segi; number 13, Cian Ordonio; number 14, Felicity Sagaysay, she will be the setter; number 16, Cassandra Estrada; and their starting libero, Mariana Pineda, wearing jersey number 11. Meanwhile, for their opponent, Bacolod Tay Tung High School, we have number 1, Catherine Cortez as the setter; number 2, Jihan Chuatico; number 7, Jothea Ramos; number 8, Alexia Montoro; number 10, Ana Hermosura; number 12, Donna May De Leon; and their starting libero, number 3, Elijah Isulan. To start things off for us, we have number 1, Shine Cortez.
You know, this girl has been really one of the key players of Bacolod Tay Tung.
But before that, this set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now.
That's a powerful attack at the start for Shaina Natura.
Great start for Shaina Natura, an attack from the back row.
You know, this girl previously played for California Academy.
Actually, that's one new thing I learned today. But I've been hearing a lot of good things about Shaina Natura. And another point for the Adamson Baby Falcons. Great net presence we have there coming from number 13, Ordonio. Scores now 2-0, Adamson with the early lead. Great pickup there by Adamson. But there was an error as from that overpass.
Nagkaroon ng space was not enough for this ladies sa ilalim ng net.
Yeah, so much power in the attack coming from the opposite side of Tay Tung. Sagaysay was headed up to Estrada, and she gets a point off that crossbar kill.
Too much confidence din ang pinakita in that last hit from Estrada. You can see how Sagaysay, give that one up sa kanya. Ganda rin ng timing.
Great pass by Tay Tung, and a quick attack from the middle by number 2, Chuatico.
So we are just starting, but it seems like these two teams already heating up from the onset.
That's some great playmaking as well coming from both setters, knowing where to give that ball just in time to avoid the blockers. Sagaysay was headed up to Natura. Ball still alive.
What an adjustment you can see from the setter. Itong si Catherine Cortez. Jump set and adjustment.
Great court presence as well, knowing where to bring that ball even if medyo alanganin yung kanyang talon.
That's right.
Estrada will set it up for a free ball. Attack coming from number 10.
But solo block there courtesy of Estrada.
That was another great attack coming from Tay Tung.
You can see, ganda ng depensa. May coverage din on the side of Tay Tung. And they are able to execute yung transition.
And long in terms of their physique.
That's correct. Back. Another point here from Bacolod Tay Tung.
That was care of Jihan Isabel Chuatico. Take a look at that serve. That serve of the game is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now.
A good read on the side of Adamson. Actually, kanina pa yun na almost parang out na yung service pero kinukuha pa rin nila.
I think that's also part of their strategy to make sure they give hard services para mas mahirap receive yung kanilang kalaban. Attack by number 1, that is Catherine Shane Cortez. But point will remain with the Baby Falcons. Still on the service deck, we have number 16, Maria Cassandra Eliana Estrada.
Good first ball. Violation committed here.
There was a crossing violation with that attempt from the attack at the back row on the side of Tay Tung. Ball will remain with the Baby Falcons.
So that's Montoro. Backliner kasi siya. And then natapakan niya yung attack line. So definitely that's a violation.
And a free point for the opponent. Great pass. Attack again from the opposite. And that's a point by Tay Tung once again.
Ang bilis ng place natin dito. And these two teams showing the same level of energy, fast pace, ang ganda ng basa when it comes to defense. Powerful serves as well.
This time a quick attack. Tagaysay to Dizon. Very good chemistry and connection between the two. Perfect pass. Tagaysay was able to set it up to her middle blocker and no one was just there on the floor defense for Tay Tung.
The first ball. Tagaysay able to see the ball, defended at the net, but that was just too much power given up by Bacolod Tay Tung.
We'll now head on to our first technical timeout. We'll be back after the short break. Our face of the day is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. Our face of the day is Miss Matet De Leon.
Very familiar face, of course. Been in the showbiz industry for a very long time.
To serve now, we have number 10, Hermosura of Bacolod Tay Tung High School.
Na-excite dito. Itong si Hermosura, wala pang pito ng referee.
Yes, that point will be replayed. Hermosura with a jump serve. Free ball will be given to Tai Tung. Although miscalculation on the part of the Baby Falcons, free point will be given away to their opponents. Score is now 9-7. Tai Tung still up by 2.
Good recognition on the side of Bacolod Tay Tung by Jotea Ramos. Sharp serve.
Sagaysay to the open.
A lot of power in that attack, but it says there it's out, and that's called against Bacolod Tay Tung.
That was a tough call from this angle, but that block attempt from Tai Tung sailed out on the side of the Baby Falcons. Followed by a service error, care of number 5, that is Jana Mabel Dizon. Serve now will go to Bacolod Tay Tung, and on the service deck we have Donna May De Leon. Great pass by Shaina Nitura. Sagaysay to the open, and a point through the cross-court zone. No one there to defend that ball this time.
No, Segi made sure that this time she'll get a point, avoiding the blockers of Bacolod Tay Tung and finding that open spot. Sagaysay will give this one to the open, and yes, another point.
Great discarte coming from the open spiker, this time going for that drop ball. Score is now 10-all. Oh, that one sails in for Sagaysay. Felicity Sagaysay falling right on that end line.
Well, that's a lucky break for Adamson. And Bacolod misreading that serve. Off the block.
Sagaysay was headed to Nitura from the back row. And a response from, that is number 8, Montoro of Bacolod Tay Tung, going for that sharp cross-court angle this time.
Mapapansin mo yung style of playing ng dalawang teams na to, very similar. Earlier we've seen a very similar attack coming from Segi. Talagang cross-court and avoiding the blockers' hands.
And very sharp angles that they're doing. Really, as you mentioned, avoiding yung kamay ng mga blocker. A lot of power we're seeing as well in all of the rallies.
Ang sipag sa depensa nitong Bacolod Tay Tung, ganun din naman sa Adamson. And just like that, a point was earned, hard-earned by Adamson. Looking at this replay,
Sagaysay distributing the ball very well. And this time, the open spiker getting through the 2-man block of Tay Tung.
The first ball by Bacolod Tay Tung. Solo block ni Nitura.
Great attempt there by Shaina Nitura, but just too much power on that opposite attack, which is why Bacolod Tay Tung will be getting that point. Our score is now 12 apiece for both squads. Following that service error, Adamson is now on top by 1.
You know, a good thing about these two teams, they don't make a lot of errors at the service area. Tig-isa pa lang sila so far, and we're almost, you know, at the middle part of the first set. Pero nabati ko ata as Adamson committed another service error.
Now on the service deck, we have number 2, Jihan Isabel Chuatigo to serve for Bacolod Tay Tung.
Good save
Ball
by
still alive.
Estrada right there.
Running attack by Bacolod Tay Tung, and that was care of number 12, Donna May De Leon. Great set coming from their setter. Perfect height just for that running attack.
Yung level of playing nila, very close to a college level.
Yes.
Na ang bilis. And everyone, you can see everyone moving. Great control of the ball.
Although that was a beautiful spike coming from Shaina Natura. Veteran moves. As you can see, Sagaysay giving it to her. She sees an opening behind that block and does an off-speed attack instead of a power. Medyo nababasa na rin siya, which is why she was able to last minute variate her shot.
Yeah, she needed to do that para hindi makita ng Bacolod Tay Tung yung offense nila. But another error here, attack error ng Bacolod Tay Tung.
On the service deck, we have number 16, Estrada for the Baby Falcons. Great pass. Attack from the opposite. And that works for Bacolod Tay Tung. Scores now all tied up at 15. Take a look at that perfect pass and set to the opposite side. Skying over the double block of Adamson Baby Falcons.
That's Jotea Ramos getting that point.
Wow, that jump serve was...
Great presence of mind here from Hermosura.
Before that, let's head on to our second technical timeout. We'll be right back after this short break. To all our viewers, you can watch our games live on Plus Network's media platforms on TikTok Philippines, YouTube, Facebook, and as well as on Shakey Super League on Facebook. You can also catch our games live on CNN Philippines 9 a.m. and 12 a.m. And for delayed telecast, we have Solar Sports for that. Score is now 15-16, but Bacolod Tay Tung up by 1 here in the first set.
Great solo block there by Bacolod Tay Tung. And Shakey committing an attack error from the back.
As I was saying earlier, before our second technical timeout, these girls, you can see a lot of jump serves now in the high school division. That is a college medyo, it's not also madalas na nakita natin yung jump serve, but now we're seeing it here in the high school division. Parang nung high school ako, puro underhand lang ata yung service ko nun. So you can see the evolution as well of the volleyball scene here in the Philippines. Very promising athletes in the high school division.
And the athleticism as well. Itong mga batang to. What a rocket. You know, in that attack.
Netura will set it up to Shakey. Although an attack error that time.
No, Shakey mishitting the ball. Medyo mababa na yung contact niya sa bola. Kaya naman dumiretso sa net.
Yes, and those are the hardest sets, in my opinion, to adjust to since medyo malayo na rin sa net and galing sa underhand pass.
Well, normally, pag hindi ka na sigurado on what kind of attack
Yes.
yung gagawin mo, then, you know, always sure. Diba? Pero in that last sequence, it was Shaina Natura. Ang galing ng adjustment niya, contact at basa sa depensa ng kalaban.
And you can see na nababasa niya talaga yung court sa kabilang side, knowing where to put that ball, whether to put power or to drop that ball in order to get that point. Now for Adamson, we have a substitution. Serve now, we have Carla Francesca Sadia. Bagong pasok on the side of the Baby Falcons. Great save there by Natura. Sagaysay will give it to Segi. Free ball. That ball was saved though, and a back row attack. Natura will give it to Segi once again.
See how fast that rally was. And it's Sagaysay really taking control. Very confident kung saan niya dadalhin yung bola. Kita yung mga butas on the other side of the court. And the reflexes of these girls.
You can really see they make volleyball so simple. They don't have to exert so much effort as long as they find that open spot on the court. Basta madala lang nila yung bola.
Tayo yung nag-exert ng effort kasi ang bilis nung balik eh.
The rallies.
Good defense at the net there for Adamson.
Another attack error though for Bacolod Tay Tung.
You know, you see how close this game is. Walang umaabante ng more than 2 points.
Yes.
So, ganun kadikit because of, you know, how fast these girls play. Plus the intensity na nasusustain nila from the beginning.
Yes, and we have quality rallies that we're seeing all throughout the match. And variation of shots as well, hindi lang puro power. Another great move though coming from the setter Sagaysay with a 1-2 play this time on the donut hole. Although a timeout called by Bacolod Tay Tung.
So this is actually nakikita natin in the last 2 plays, the setter Sagaysay really in control of the ball. And talagang nakita mo how she manages to make the floor defense of Bacolod Tay Tung rattle. Kasi hindi nila alam kung saan niya dadalhin yung bola sa sobrang bilis ng balik niya.
Actually, Felicity Sagaysay is one of the rookies for the Baby Falcons as they lost their Cuenca, who was their starting setter last season in the UAAP. So now she is stepping up to fill in the shoes of, that is Cuenca, for the Adamson Baby Falcons. Adamson also lost their starting libero and best libero for season 85 UAAP juniors, that is Juris Manuel. So a lot of shoes to be filled in for the Adamson squad, but so far looking good here, still on top, 21-18, coming off a service ace, care of number 15, that is Sadia.
So somebody has to step up dahil nga, alam mo, hindi sila nagbibigayan lang ng puntos itong dalawang teams na to. And that is back-to-back points. Yeah. And very aggressive at the net. Itong pinapakita ng Adamson.
Great timing and great presence by Segi, Abigail Segi of the Baby Falcons. I think this is the biggest lead so far in the entire match.
One hand set by Cortez.
Segi will try again. The libero will set it up to the open spiker. Ball still alive.
Excellent play right there by Nitura. Ang gandang habol nun. Keeping the ball alive.
Great floor defense shown by the Adamson side. Following an attack error. But great effort though from the middle blocker of Bacolod Tay Tung, trying to put it away.
Nandun yung gigil in that last sequence dito ng Bacolod Tay Tung. Because, nasa net na siya, alam niya kung ano yung dapat niyang gawin. Pero, nauna, probably, yung kanyang galawan na limiting her to really able to put that ball over.
Scores now 23-18. Adamson still on top.
Sayang yung opportunity for Bacolod Tay Tung to gain a point right there. So, ang sipag din talaga nitong Adamson when it comes to their floor defense.
You can see the girls throwing their bodies across the floor just para hindi mahulog yung bola sa sa court.
No, one of the hardest things na gagawin or kailangang aralin ng isang volleyball player is how to read the ball. Kung papaluin ba yan, kung idadrop ba yan, kung saan ilalagay yung bola. But so far, these two teams really doing well when it comes to reading the kind of attacks of their opponent.
Yes, that shows great volleyball IQ. And speaking of great volleyball IQ, we have another running attack. Great placement from De Leon of Bacolod Tay Tung.
Yes, nakabawi na siya from her error earlier. But she is now, will be replaced by Jonil Ramos.
Score is now 23-19. The Adamson Baby Falcons 2 points away from taking set number 1. Perfect pass by Netura. Sagaysay back to Netura. Cortez will set it up to her teammate in the open side. Segi will try, but that one is too long, giving Bacolod Tay Tung another point. They're Adamson only up by 3 here in the first set.
So with how these girls work or move in the court, makikita mo how familiar they are with each other. Na parang ang tagal-tagal na nilang magkakasama.
Yes, I'm sure both squads have very good volleyball programs, so I'm sure ever since the beginning of their high school careers and maybe even grade school, they've been training together.
No, good defense by Bacolod Tay Tung. There was coverage on the first time. You know, it was hit. Pero pagdating ng pangalawa, no, just hitting that towards the net.
Medyo mababa na rin yung kanyang contact sa bola on that last play, but a timeout called by Adamson Baby Falcons here as they're 2 points away. Medyo nakapako na rin yung kanilang score. As Bacolod Tay Tung starting to heat up here as we approach the tail end of our first set. We can see both coaches giving last-minute instructions to their girls as we're heading to the crucial moments here in the first set. And just to remind everyone, this is the best of 3 match in our round robin or preliminary round. So it's important to really start strong as you only have 2 sets if you want to win in straight sets to capture the victory.
Montoro, showing aggressiveness sa harapan. And that's a confidence given to her by their setter, Cortez.
Kanina pa din si also Montoro attacking from the open side for Bacolod. Ball still alive. Pineda will send that over for a free ball. Cortez will go for a running attack, but that one too much sauce,
Yes.
which puts Adamson up to set points.
That's correct. An error committed right there by Ihan Tuatiko. Good save by Cortez.
Well, ball still alive. Sagaysay will send it to Netura at the back. But great defense. Great attack as well by Montoro, but Segi will respond with the cross court.
Superb exchanges of attacks and defense. Yung kung titingnan mo how Bacolod Tay Tung remains calm and collected kahit na isa na lang ang kailangan ng Adamson for this set. Hindi nagbabago yung takbo ng laro nila.
Yes, Adamson still at set point, so Bacolod will have to play perfect volleyball here if they want to send this set into extended play.
Too strong again for Segi, allowing Bacolod Tay Tung to tie our first set.
And right on cue, these girls have now pushed this set into extended play. But we now have a timeout called by Coach John Philip Yude of the Adamson Baby Falcons.
No, Catherine Shane Cortez, the setter of Bacolod Tay Tung. I've seen her since fought a few years ago, and she has blossomed really into this excellent setter, knowing how to maneuver and take charge of the set place of Bacolod Tay Tung. And she has been, I believe,
She
sa
played,
roster na to, siya na lang yung natatandaan ko.
yes,
na-
and she also has international experience in the 14th Asian Women's Under-18 Volleyball Championship. So a lot of promising players as well here with the Bacolod Tay Tung squad. I think there's another 2 more players who played in the international competitions as well together with their setter.
Good service and receive as well. And that's Shakey redeeming herself from that last attack kasi back-to-back yung errors na kanina.
You really love to see these athletes. We saw it on both sides of the court na tuwing nagkakamali sila yung next rally, they make sure to get that point para makabawi nila yung kanilang mga error na nagawa.
That's correct. Fearless in every attack. And they are just so certain dun sa mga movement nila sa loob ng court.
Montoro
And that is out.
outside the
Yes.
antenna, so point will be given to Bacolod Tay Tung. Montoro with another powerful spike and a save, but that one just went outside the antenna, giving a free point to Bacolod.
At first ball, hinabol dito ni Sagaysay.
Ball will be set up to the open. Sagaysay to Netura. And another amazing hit coming from Shaina Marie Netura, this time going down the line. And I knew when I saw her approach that that would result into a point. Such a clean hit coming from her.
You can see yung kumpiyansa and confidence she has. Gusto talaga nilang manalo and get that point.
Na-feel ko na rin when I saw her approach. Parang I knew that it would translate into a point.
Ilan na lang yung players na, alam mo yun, will have that kind of, how can I say, aura na kapag binigyan mo ng bola, sure ball, patay yun.
And it's all about mindset. If you think and look like you're gonna get that point, you really will get that point because of so much confidence. And Shaina Netura surely exemplifying that today in today's match.
It has been a long first set for these two teams.
Although a service ace for Jihan Chuatico, a timely needed service ace to put them up by 1. Bacolod Tay Tung now at set point here at the first set.
Gusto ko yung pagka, how can I say, yung hindi nagbabago yung movement nila sa loob ng court kahit ganito ka-crucial yung set. Wow! What a hammer! Like that, being released by Shaina Netura.
Amazing
Ang layo
attack.
ng approach niya, oh.
That's how powerful and how athletic she is. Ang layo din ng kanyang broad jump. And a great set though coming from Sagaysay.
Full swing every time.
Just really avoiding the block. Did not even touch the hands of the blockers of Tay Tung.
Free ball.
Free ball for Bacolod Tay Tung. Attack from the opposite. And that point is good to go for them. They are now up by 1 here at the first set. Very long first set we are seeing right now, Sheila, as you mentioned earlier.
Correct. And, you know, nobody wants to give up in the unang set natin. And you can see how talagang composed sila.
You see that last attack by Netura. Medyo maaga yung kanyang approach, but because of her hang time na drop pa niya rin yung bola.
Superb hit coming from Hermosura. And
Bacolod Tay Tung, though, getting this first set with a powerful cross-court attack by Hermosura.
we have to commend yung diligence ng dalawang teams na to.
To end the first set, we have Bacolod Tay Tung 29-27. We'll be right back. We'll be right back for more volleyball action. Back here in the San Andres Arena here in Manila. Let's take a look at our set 1 highlights. Close match all throughout the first set. A very long set that was sent into extended play, and both teams really showed how hungry they are to get their first win. Here at the Girls Volleyball Invitational League, we had great performance coming from Adamson as well. Sagaysay distributing the ball well. Shakey, Netura, but of course, Bacolod Tay Tung grabbing the first set. Care of Cortez's playmaking and attacks coming from Montoro, Hermosura, Chuatico, and De Leon as well in the middle. Great floor defense as well, showed by both squads. We are in for a treat in today's match. Our first set ended again 29-27. Bacolod Tay Tung up 1-0. Again, to everyone tuning in right now, this match is best of 3, meaning the first team to win 2 sets will grab today's victory. To start things off for us, we have setter Felicity Marie Sagaysay on the service deck for Adamson. This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now.
What a great start for Bacolod Tay Tung. May isa sa mako-commend ko talaga yung steadiness nila in the first set. And it was Adamson actually was leading towards the end of that first set, pero nakuha pa nila makabawi and to snatch that win. Adamson, yes.
Ramos though with a point on the opposite side, getting through that single man block of Adamson.
Now you can see how the tables have turned dito sa simula ng second set. Nakuha ng Bacolod Tay Tung yung momentum nila, and it clearly shows na nadala nila yon towards itong umpisa ng second set.
Yes, as you were saying, Sheila, great start for Bacolod Tay Tung. 3-0 is their score. The confidence from grabbing that first set, mas gaganahin ka to, of course, win the match in straight sets.
Mas gaganahan ka.
Gaganahan.
Yes. Poor reception for Adamson. And Ramos. A quick attack right there, pero nabasa yan dito ni Sagaysay.
Great playmaking coming from Cortez, but ball still in play. That is Segi with another attack error.
So you can see how she wanted really to end that rally dahil sa sobrang kargado yung palo niya. But that hit was just too low.
Missed time there by Segi. Score is now 4-0. Care of Bacolod Tay Tung.
Ramos was blocked, but she got the coverage right there. At ganun na lang kadali nakakuha ng puntos itong Bacolod Tay Tung because of an error coming from Ordonio.
Although an early timeout called by Coach John Philip Yude here in the second set, as Bacolod Tay Tung leads 5-0.
Now the challenge for them is how to stop Bacolod Tay Tung from scoring, because everything seems to be executing really well for Bacolod Tay Tung.
Yes, so far perfect execution coming from Bacolod Tay Tung's side. No errors and very clean volleyball we're seeing.
So, ang galing nung masustain nila yung ganong energy, plus yung hugot nila from the first set, humabol sila, and yun nga, nakuha nila yung tempo, yung rhythm nila, and it's Adamson being having really an issue right here sa simula ng second set.
Yes, but we have a substitution on the side of Adamson. Aposaga in for Estrada. Aposaga is one of the 5 veterans left in the side of Adamson. Let's see if they can bounce back here early in the second set. Wow, amazing set by Cortez, although that point will be given to Adamson.
You can speechless with how Cortez plays her role and embraces yung duty niya and responsibility niya as a setter.
Yes, you can see you saw in that last play na galing siya sa likod and she still brought that set all the way to the open side. And that's hard. It looks very easy, but it's hard if you are a setter or a player in the court. Opposite setting. So, kung saan pa yung mas malayo, dun niya pa dinadala yung bola. Service ace, so care of Montoro. Heavy serving as well coming from the Visayas squad. No spin to be found on that last serve by Alexa Montoro.
Galing of really confident with her serve. Yung sumunod, kargado na.
That's the attack that we have been talking about coming from Shaina Marie Netura, changing the power in her hits mid-air, avoiding the block of Bacolod Tay Tung. Veteran moves coming from this veteran in the likes of Shaina Netura.
Mukha lang siyang veteran talaga with how she plays. And you mentioned she has this excellent control of the ball, knowing where to put it, kung saan sa dadalhin na direction na yun.
We now head on into our first technical timeout. Score is 8-2. Bacolod still on top. We'll be back after a short break. back here in the second set of our fourth match of today's opening day here at the Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. Bacolod Tay Tung up 1-0, and up here as well in the second set. Score is 8-2. Great start for them. Although a response coming from Inocentes, care of a perfect set. That's from Sagaysay this time. Great connection between the two.
No, it's about time for the other girls of Adamson to contribute and deliver.
Yes, because so far it seems to be just Netura and Shakey. But Shakey struggling a little with a lot of attack errors.
That's correct, but this time it's Ramos getting that point from the opposite.
And on the side of Bacolod Tay Tung, you have many girls contributing. We have Ramos, Montoro, Chuatico so far.
Well, it's a team effort for Bacolod Tay Tung, giving them this lead. But still, Netura displaying leadership when it comes to her attacks.
Another great attack coming from Shaina Netura, breaking down that two-man block. Wala talaga siyang pake kung sino man yung nasa harapan niya.
Correct. Cortez. De Leon able to put that up. Sipag ni Inocentes sa net, but in that last sequence, missed time.
Yes. Wasn't able to save that ball as it slipped through her hands, but no follow-up. Although there was an attempt, so credits to her for that one. To serve still for Bacolod Tay Tung, we have number 10, Hermosura. Great pass by the libero. Attack once again from, that was Shakey rather.
Yes, Shakey showing maturity, na smartness in that last play. Talagang pinalo lang niya, pinatama sa kamay ng blockers para lumabas yung bola.
Yes, we keep mentioning all throughout, ever since the beginning of the first set, having great volleyball or high volleyball IQ is what makes any player a good player, in my opinion.
Solo, solid block by Shakey, not only in offense but defense. Nagtatrabaho itong batang to.
Great read as well coming from her. Score is 10-6. Tay Tung still up by 4 here at the second set.
That's 4 straight points, if I'm not mistaken, by Adamson. And another service ace by courtesy of Inocentes.
Yes, that cuts the lead down to 3 this time. Back-to-back service aces for Fiona Marie Inocentes, the middle blocker, and the rookie for the Adamson Baby Falcons. Timeout now called by Bacolod Tay Tung.
Ilang puntos kasi yung nagawa dito ng Adamson earlier, back-to-back service aces. Pero mas marami pa yung errors na nakomit dito ng Bacolod Tay Tung, and that is an advantage in favor of Adamson.
Yes, that was a mini run on the side of the Baby Falcons, which puts them back in the game. Bacolod Tay Tung still with a 2-point lead though here in the second set. Let's see if Adamson will be able to continue with the run or if that timeout will be a beneficial one for the Visayas team. Great ball distribution coming from the setter. Although a point off the block, that is for care of Shakey again.
According to our officials, there was a check, a touch on the side of Bacolod Tay Tung, and just like that, isa na lang ang hinahabol dito ng Adamson.
Medyo napako na rin yung score ng Bacolod Tay Tung here at 10 points. But This time, Montoro with the response.
You know what I like about Montoro? Hindi siya ganun kataas tumalon, but the timing is consistent. Ang ganda ng contact sa bola, hindi siya nasa ilalim. Kaya naman every time she hits that ball, solid.
And sobrang bigat din ng kanyang
Correct.
kamay. Breaking down the double block.
Disconnected line between Sagaysay and Quezon in that last sequence.
De Leon now on the service deck.
Good first ball.
Nitura from the back row. Cortez will give it to the open. A drop ball. This time by Montoro. Great variation of shot this time.
And I like, how these girls are really exhibiting, being crafty, being smart. It's not all about power, but where they can put the ball. And we've seen that since the first set.
Attack error though once again for the Adamson side. That is Aposaga, one of the vets for the Baby Falcons.
Unti-unti na silang nakakadikit kanina, di ba? Isa na lang actually yung hinahabol nila, pero nagsunod-sunod ulit yung errors.
Yes, errors are very, very deadly in, any game or any sport. But actually, we were talking earlier, the momentum shift is also very crucial since mini runs are possible, just like what we saw earlier. But a point now again for the Adamson Baby Falcons. Score is 14-10. Bacolod Tay Tung still up by 4.
You can see what an effort being shown right here by Cortez and Isulan, the libero of Bacolod Tay Tung. Nung akala mong makakakamputos ka na, pero maiaangat pa yung bola.
Actually, Bacolod Tay Tung really has a great volleyball program. Some of their notable players or athletes who came from the school is UP Diliman, Alyssa Bertolano. She went to high school there as well. And for the other side, Adamson, we have many athletes or notable players too.
Adamson scrambled a bit on their floor defense. Kung nakita mo in this last play, good net defense by Bacolod Tay Tung at medyo nagkagulo sila dun sa last na yon.
But we head now to our second technical timeout. Bacolod Tay Tung still up by 6 here at the second set. Our Shakey Super Fans of the game, this Shakey Super Fan of the Day is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojos now. Nothing like quality family time on a Sunday afternoon here at the San Andres Sports Complex in Manila, as we have a lot more volleyball games this afternoon. Quality matches for our volleyball fans. Attack error once again for Shakey. Lead has now ballooned to 7 here at the second set as we approach the tail end of the set, but a substitution called by Coach Yude Sadia in for Shakey.
So far, dun sa mga naunang laro, ito na ata yung pinakamabilis, pinaka-high intensity, and the energy as well. Sa lahat ng teams natin on or games so
Yes,
far.
and again, this is Pool B, so a very stacked Pool B. Malalakas nga yung mga teams under this pool. Ramos from the opposite, but great defense on the side of Adamson. Cortez back to Ramos once again and finally gets that point off that down the line.
I'm having goosebumps, you know, in that last rally. Kasi I'm so amazed with how these girls move on the floor. Nakita mo talagang sa depensa nila lahat ng areas covered. Sa opensa nila merong coverage, may taong nakaabang. So hindi ka talaga matatakot pumalo kasi alam mo na may sasalo sa'yo. Sa kabila naman, they're ready kung anumang opensa ang ibibigay ng kalaban nila.
And this just assures everyone of the volleyball scene again evolving through time. Sa panahon, well, during my time, which is a few years ago, I did not witness or see volleyball like this. But these girls, again, are just in high school, so many more years ahead of them. Some of them are only 15, 16 years old. So a lot more time to improve before they reach the collegiate leagues and, of course, the pro leagues as well.
Well, Bacolod Tay Tung, alam mo ang ginagawa nila ngayon, they already have grassroots program. Umpisa pa lang sa grade school pa lang. So they're building it going to high school. And then yung of course skills and what else? Yung movement, lahat pare-pareho. At you can see pagdating nila ng high school, sobrang cohesive ng kanilang galaw as they get another point.
That was Alexia Marie Montoro once again from the open side. Sobrang bigat ng mga palo na pinapakita niya in today's match. One-two play though from Adamson. Montoro once again on the open side. Although another attack error, that is a rare attack error coming from China Marie Netura with an attempt on that attack. Bacolod Tay Tung now with a 10-point lead, 20-10. They're 5 points away from taking their first win here at the Girls Volleyball Invitational League. Although, that is...
Ang bilis ng balik dito ni Dizon.
Dizon with a response to that run by Bacolod Tay Tung.
But they need to, you know, work more as they are down here big. Back-to-back points here. Ang nakuha dito ng Adamson.
Much needed the point for the Adamson Baby Falcons. And speaking of volleyball programs again, a lot of notable players on the Adamson side. We have Kate Santiago, Trisha Tubu, and May Nuike coming from the same program.
Correct.
Homegrown talents for the Adamson Falcons.
Good up right there.
Montoro once again. Netura will try with a cross-court attack.
Kita mo yun, receive ni Montoro, palo ni Montoro, and the fact that Cortez set it up so fast, ang bilis niya makapag-adjust.
Yes, ang bilis din ng kanyang atras and knowing where to bring that ball. That was a sharp angle again.
Bawat palo, dala yung bahay niya eh. No? Ganong kalakas, ganon kakargado.
Yes, very athletic girls on the floor today. 4 points away from getting their first win. Netura will set it up to the opposite. Great floor defense. Although that point will be given to the Baby Falcons this time as they were unable to get it across. And I'm talking about Bacolod Tay Tung.
They can still afford to commit those kind of errors kasi they are up here big. Pero hindi dapat sila maging kumpiyansa dito. Kanina nahabol sila ng Adamson early on. That attack, too long.
Attack error
Yes.
this time.
And Hermosura just hitting. Nasa ilalim na siya nung pinalo niya yung bola and the tendency is to go out.
And as you just mentioned, Sheila, the game isn't over until it reaches 25. So no one can be complacent. Even if we have a medyo comfortable lead, we could say. Although, a service error coming from Adamson pushes Bacolod Tay Tung 3 points away from the end of the match.
You'd like how these girls of Bacolod Tay Tung yung masustain yung ganong composure nila simula pa ng second set.
There
But then
was
again, yeah,
a net violation though. So a free point for the Adamson Baby Falcons. I think someone touched the net. Yes, that was De Leon under the net as she tried to save that ball. Nitura with a sharp cross-court kill this time. Great angle again coming from her.
alam mo yung gaano kahirap or ilang beses mong para practicein yung ganong
That's a tough
angulo,
angle.
yung ganong approach para lang makuha mo yung tamang palo.
Yung medyo lihis pa sa kamay ng
Yes.
mga blockers. So
Correct.
tough angle for her.
Oh, that's a faster. Quick attack na yun, naging parang quicker pa because, you know, of that drop shot by De Leon.
Great power tip coming from De Leon.
Hiponia will be replaced. Here by Curtis, naninigurado na itong Bacolod Tay Tung. And
That serve falls right on the line, which gives Bacolod Tay Tung the advantage of a match point. 1 point away from grabbing their first win here at the Girls Volleyball Invitational League. We have Catherine Shane Cortez to serve. I'm sorry, that was Jothea Ramos on the service line. Pipe attack by Montoro, but ball still in play. Nitura, although that attack from her does not go over.
yung nag-alangan si Nitura, paluin ng malakas o magbigay ng off-speed. Pero sa pagiging uncertain niya, nag-commit siya ng error. And you know what? A way to end this game.
Yes, and Bacolod Tay Tung getting their first win of the match, first win of the tournament. But we'll be right back after this short break. We are back here at the Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. Bacolod Tay Tung getting their first win of the season. 29-27, 25-16 are our final scores. But one athlete stood out the most for the Bacolod Tay Tung high school squad, our MVP of the match. This best player of the match is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojos now. We have Alexia Montoro with 13 big points for her squad. Heavy hits coming from her and really knowing where to bring that ball, avoiding the block, varying her shots.
And then she clearly enjoys at the same time yung ginagawa niya every time na nakakapunto siya.
We're now here with our Shakey's player of the game, Alexia Montoro. Hi, Alexia. Congratulations on today's win and great performance. Just a few questions from us. Medyo dikit yung first set nyo against the Baby Falcons. Anong adjustments ginawa nyo para mailabas ang tunay na laro nyo in today's match or in the second set?
Yung adjustments po na ginawa namin is yung receive, yung first ball po namin, and teamwork and communication, and trust na po sa sarili, teammates, and coaches.
Ayan, ako nakikita ko na you are touring. Diba? Kahit saan pumupunta kayo para lang maglaro. Gaano ba kahirap yun pero nakakapag-perform pa rin kayo ng maganda na nanalo kayo ng championships at the same time?
Mahirap po kasi, pero okay naman po kasi pinagtatabuhan po namin yan sa training, and nag-adjust po kami talaga sa training namin, and sinusunod lang po namin kung ano yung gusto ng coaches namin.
Ayan, again, congratulations.
Siyempre
Alexa?
maraming nanonood at sumusuporta sa'yo. Pwede ka naman bumati sa kanila during this time.
Hi, Papa. Hi, Mommy.
Teammates mo!
Teammates ko po, thank you.
Congratulations again, Alexia
Thank you.
Montoro. You have a free pizza from Shakey's as well as perks and rewards coming from them.
Yeah, maraming salamat. Congratulations, Alexa.
We just saw Adamson Baby Falcons versus Bacolod Tay Tung High School set 1. Very close match. Even went to extended play. Very aggressive and competitive two squads here in Pool B. Outstanding performance coming from Sagaysay and Cortez as the playmakers. On the Bacolod Tay Tung side, we have Chuanico, Montoro, Hermosura. On the other hand, on Adamson side, we have Segi, Netura, of course, playing exemplary volleyball in today's game. And great floor defense as well for both squads. Set 2, medyo malaki na yung lead ng Bacolod Tay Tung coming from a lot of errors on the side of
Adamson. Pero
yes.
but that advantage na nakuha ng Bacolod Tay Tung was because yung pinagtrabahuhan nila from the first set. Imagine, lamang yung Adamson early pero nahabol pa nila, extended tayo, and that really boosted their confidence and morale going into the second set, allowing or stopping Adamson, makuha yung momentum. At para sa kanila, sa Bacolod Tay Tung, it has been a team effort as usual. Maraming nagtatrabaho, kaya naman they complement each other when they're on the floor.
Yes, you can see the talent of these two squads. Very promising. We end the match here 29-27, 25-16, care of Bacolod Tay Tung. We saw our previous matches today, and our previous match, Bacolod Tay Tung High School and Adamson University, Bacolod winning that in straight sets. Up next, we have De La Salle Lepa versus Gracel College Foundation. So stay tuned for more volleyball action. We have 2 more games up for today in pools C and D. We'll be right back. Again, I'm Kayla Reyes together with my partner Sheila Salaysay. We'll be back for more volleyball action.